Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a big-time win streak is on the line today, Chris.
No one's really sure how much a manager impacts wins and losses over the course of the season, but I'll say right now, this manager has been making all the right moves.
Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Mitchell Parker.
Leading off tonight for the Mets.
Yeah, ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ground ball up the middle to second. Abrams. Throw to first, but he beat it. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one a little bit high. The count now 2-2.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpires.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
First and second, one out.
Vientos.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And a count 1-2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground, could be 2. To second, Abrams, and that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Back in Washington, D.C. And taking the ball for the Mets, Kodai Senga.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
One out, base is empty. That one missed.
2-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's gone. And the Nats have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting the home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. And strike 2.
1 ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Nats on the board first, courtesy of this solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Mets baseball on the show, NYC. And we're back. Second inning set to go. And now Brett Bryant. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Starling Marte. Line drive, base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a miss.
There's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road. And that should help him here today.
Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second, on to low. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. 1-2. And down on strikes. Third out, and that ends the frame. So no runs. Back here in Nationals Park. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. Fought off foul. Just missed.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. On the money, nice play.
Awesome job of getting to that baseball. Really good dive there. Doesn't have time to get up to his feet, so he throws from the seat of his pants, and he throws on the money.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for Washington. They're on top, 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That one the other way. Over to Lowe. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco
Back to the top of the Mets order.
Lindor.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Misses. 3-2 now.
2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
There's a swing and a drive. That ball's carrying. Out of here. He circles the bases, and we're all square. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. The 3-2 count, you got to be ready to hit at the plate, even if it's a borderline pitch. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Got to be ready to pull the trigger. He had a great swing on that, and he got rewarded for it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Over to Lowe. They get the out on Soto.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Pete Alonso.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning. Up now for Washington. Dylan Cruz. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner. And now it's 3-2. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Into the bullpen and gone. That one felt good. His second of the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it.
Now the left fielder. Swings and misses. Going to count 1-2.
Coach just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Out to short. Lindor tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
The designated hitter.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Soto hauls it in, 2 away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Headed towards the corner, and no one can get there. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double. So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Hit on the ground to the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the 3rd out of the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Vientos.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Up the middle. Oh, nice play. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Brett Bryant digs in now. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 6.
Starling Marte up to hit.
Marte.
And the lefty kicks, delivers. Line drive, liner, and oh, that got him. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
C.J. Abrams.
Swings and misses, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And now it's Luis Garcia. Inside, and it's 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Oh, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up.
Got him looking. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. 3 up, 3 down for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point. In the air, left side. He's got it. 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And there's a ball. The Nats leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Cut on and lifted in the air. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down. Now here is Luis Torrens. And a big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
On the ground to the left. Abrams tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Mets go down quickly. Back in Washington, D.C. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Riley Adams. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 1 down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Soto pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder. Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets 1. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Francisco Lindor. Lindor swings through that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose A. Ferrer looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Lopez getting loose as well. Swing, it struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Swings and misses. 2-2 now. The Nationals up by a run, and we're at the top half of the 6th. And fastball misses outside for a ball. And the count's full. Line drive.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And now it's Mark Vientos. In the dirt, blocked.
1-2.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Back here in Nationals Park. Well, we go bottom 6. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Ahmed Rosario. Got him looking. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Jacob Young getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning,
The
but no
first
trouble
baseman,
so
number
far. I'm
33.
sure he'd love to strike out the
That's
side
yellow.
here. Make a little statement,
Whoa.
but you got to be composed in this
No,
spot.
that's the ball.
Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2
1
good
strike.
outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become
2-2.
dangerous.
2 outs. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. And the Nationals gone in order. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Nationals.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Number
on the mound.
21.
Jorge Lopez.
Jorge.
These are the spots relievers
Lopez.
really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's the ball.
And a ball evens the
2
count.
balls, 2
Recognize
strikes.
that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it remains 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Right side. Nice grab on the run. And there's 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be
The center
smooth. He
fielder,
delivered a
number
good
9,
play right there.
Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Leading up for the Nationals, the shortstop,
The
CJ
1-1 is fouled off.
Abrams.
On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So up next, Luis Garcia. Swings through that.
1 and 2.
Ground ball to the right side. And that chance handled. Over to first. Awesome play there.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal
1 ball,
position,
2 strikes.
but a really good job defensively right there.
And down on strikes he goes. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. Here's the catcher to hit, Riley Adams. This one popped up, Alonso. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose A.
Now
Ferrer.
pitching
Well,
for
the
the
best
Nationals,
relievers love the opportunity
Number
to come in and
47.
protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that's down, a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Cruz snags it on the run with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Cruz raging back towards the wall. Hits the top of the wall. Throw back in as the tying run holds at third. 2 on following the double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra base.
On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Soto.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. DeYoung throws to first in time. And that takes care of Alonso. That ends the inning. And they limit the damage. But they're able to even it up. Bottom 8, welcome back as we've got a pinch hitter. James Wood. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. And here comes Paul Blackburn takes over on the mound.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
And a quick out, number 1. Now the left fielder. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Got him. 2 out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and
he takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nationals. So remaining in the game defensively, James Wood. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Mark Vientos digs in now. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Bryant in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Got him swinging.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball, and you know a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Late on that fastball.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there. And now the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. 2 outs. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back in Washington, D.C. Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Young. Next pitch is outside. And that's a little bit high.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
There's a swing and a miss.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
C.J. Abrams in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Nothing doing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way outside, and it gets away. Nimmo up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read. Gets it.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence in how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
No outs, runner at first. Luis Torrens, the next to hit. Hit weakly on the ground. To second, Abrams. On to Lowell. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. DJ Hurts looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Rutledge, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now on to the bottom of the 10th. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. And here comes the Mets manager, Edwin Diaz, on to try and close it out.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sitting off speed there. Timing wasn't quite right on the fastball, even to try to late emergency hack and foul it off. But very quality pitch located. I like that little 2-seam arm side run.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
With this win, this team ties the 1916 New York Giants 26 wins in a row. It's just hard to fathom, if you go back to win number 1, to think that 25 games later they would still be in the winning column. Just an incredible job. This is amazing to watch right now.
A 3-2 final score in this one. A 1